VanCam. This is VanCam you waited for.
Mind the gap.
Hey, mind the gap. Oh, funny, Steve. When's the last time you were at the Etihad?
Can't get a ticket.
Can't get a ticket. Get 2 for 1 down at that place. Pay on the gate or whatever. Turnstile. Dickhead. Wicked, wicked. Jungle is massive. Wicked, wicked. Me like some chicken, me like some ham. Me name Kev Ashford and this is... Oh, it's VanCam. How are you doing, everyone? It's great to be back in the seat. It's great that you're watching. Can't believe it, man. Oh, what a shit week, man. Tottenham absolutely did a job on us. And that's the only way you can look at it. You can spin it however you want. Man United were not at the races, not up for the fight. We got totally overrun. It actually looked like Tottenham had about 3 or 4 more players on the pitch than us. Didn't look fair to me. Oh, absolutely. It was just dog shit, wasn't it? Pogba looked lost. I mean, the whole midfield, Matic even, he's been brilliant this season. Phil Jones, I mean, what a finish. What an absolute dick, that face when he pulled. What's he trying to kick it with his right foot for? Just get your left foot, put it out for a corner, a throw in, play it upfield, do whatever, do not put it past De Gea. You absolutely stupid face bastard. Lukaku starved of service. You know, I could go on and go on. Just too many players didn't turn up. And you can't in a game like that. I don't want to go on about it for too long and bore you, but really disappointed. And the media, you know, it's sort of like a crisis at United and all that. Calm your tits, man. It's just a bad day at the office. It's like me mate. I say me mate, it's me cousin. Dean McVarnock texts me at half-time. You know what? Me and Dean, we should be on MUTV doing fan commentary. Because you get all these football experts talking all this shite, you know. United can't get near the press. Tottenham are holding the ball, you know, they can't get out their own area. Bollocks, man, this is how it goes. So he sent me at half-time. We're 2-0 down. At that point, I'm thinking, just a goal and we'll get back into the game. Dean sends me at half-time. My cousin Dean. Love you, man. He says, 3-2 United. And I'm thinking, that's the spirit. You know, he's an optimist. I thought, yes. So I said, I might stick a tenner on that. And then he gets into the second half and it's blatantly obvious we're not getting a goal back. Dean pipes up again. He said, fuck is going on? So I've replied, fuck knows. Fucking dog shit this. And then at the end of the game, when we get beat, he sends me another. He says, shite that. Fuck it. Glory, glory, Man United. Give me a mention on Van Chat, he called it. VanCam, mate. It's VanCam. So there you go. There's your mention. Hope Callum, your brother, and my cousin is alright as well. But yeah, I mean, that's the kind of talk, and that could only... What the fuck is going on? Dean summed it up there well. What the fuck was going on? But anyway, let's get away from that. Let's just skirt the issue, because it proper pissed me off. Coming up this week, in this week's show, if you're watching it on the Friday, we will be doing, and you know what's coming, we'll be doing Fellaini Watch. Fellaini, he is the man. Just going back to Dean's text there, might get him to do that every week actually, give me his thoughts on the game and read that out as a bit of a segment, because it will make pure entertainment. He is a top United fan like myself. We'll also be doing, in this week's show, Wanker of the Week. He thinks that Rashford should leave the club. And we'll also have a look at your comments from last week. Big Manchester United news this week that I can bring to you is Manchester United have announced the signing of Melita. Yeah, who's he, Kev? Melita is actually our new official coffee partner to add to the other millions of shit things that we get sponsored and shitload of money for. It's more money in the Glazers' back pocket. Yeah, that's it. And here's the boys having a brew of this Melita stuff. Manchester United have told us that Melita will be served on a match day in all hospitality suites and also in the newly refurbished Red Cafe. Which leads me to think and ask the question, who actually goes to a football match and drinks coffee? Nubbets. Yeah, that's what they are. Anyway, let's crack on with the show with a little thing that I call Fellaini Watch. don't know why I did that. Fellaini Watch.
McTominay has it for United.
It's in. Yeah. Oh, Fellaini, you bushy head tit. Potato cakes. Yes. How are we doing? Yeah, I know you're all right. Anyway, this is Fellaini Watch. It's the part of the show where we look at what Wank Fellaini's been at. You having that one? Thought so. Anyway, remember last week, the Leeds badge? How could you forget that dog shit awful badge that they put out? Doing something like that. Well, anyway, somebody mocked up a Fellaini version, and it's well better, man. Are you having that? That is absolute quality. What a crest that is. Anyway, further on into the week, Jesse Lingard and Fellaini was spotted at a sportsman's dinner. And the picture should show up here. Oh, little and large, eh? Fellaini and Lingard bigging it up. I'm sure they went to the club after it and give it a big one, you know, and all that. But the best one that come through was off Dave Birtwistle. And it's basically, if Ibrahimovic and Fellaini had a child, this is what it would look like, folks. Oh yeah, Zlatan Fellaini itch. Yeah, that works. We're having that one. And yeah, I mean, imagine that player. You take the attributes of, you know, Fellaini and Ibrahimovic. So Ibrahimovic, you know, the pace, the power, you guaranteed goals, you guaranteed a good timeline on Twitter and all the shit that it comes out with. And then on the other hand, you've got the power of the bush. Can't beat the power of the bush. And the power of the elbows. Have that, dickhead. Get down. You want some more? Yeah, stay down. And then there was a painting that an artist did. Fellaini given a giant mural of his own face as a gift. But the artist didn't have enough room for the Manchester United star's iconic hair. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ, man. If you start, you know, you're getting your, what do you call it? You're getting the board out. You know, the drawing board. Yes, back to the drawing board. You know, you're getting that out and you're starting to paint. If you're starting to paint Marwan's face and you're filling the canvas up, surely to Christ you would know, I need to get in like 4 foot of afro here. How am I going to fit that on? So anyway, he's done the picture and there's Marwan stood next to it, which he put on his Instagram. He said he's delighted with it. What the fuck is that called, Marwan? And I swear to God, if any foxes were harmed in the making of this jacket, RSPCA and animal activists will be notified and they'll be onto you, mate. So just think on. I mean, that is a shit coat. At least it's got an A on his arm for Ashford. And maybe that's what it's all about. Anyway, no, nothing else for Fellaini this week. In fact, that was quite a bit to get through this week. The gift that keeps on giving, he's still not signed that contract. What's going on? I told you the other week he wants 170 grand a week. We'll just have to see. Apparently, David Goggle-eyed bastard Moyes is after him. Wants to sign him for a 3rd time. You're not welcome to him, man. Man's got Fellaini Watch to do. Take that away from me like I said the other week. I ain't got nothing. Man will have nothing. That's Fellaini Watch. You didn't actually think that was it, did you? I'll let you into a little secret. Fellaini Watch was recorded the day of the game against Tottenham. That's because I thought there was no hope in hell that he would get any minutes on the pitch. And he did. 7 minutes! Fellaini, the big man, comes on. It has come out after it that apparently he did pick up an injury. Either that or it's the biggest and best cover-up from Manchester United to save themselves the embarrassment because Fellaini is shit. Personally, I think he entered the pitch and Mourinho must have thought, you know, Fellaini can come on, you know, sort Dele Alli out, get Eriksen down on the deck, maybe injure him. He couldn't get anywhere near them, and maybe it was a niggly injury, but it didn't stop all the shit on social media. Here was the heat map from the Opta Stats, which shows Fellaini. Yeah, straight on, straight off. I mean, it is the ultimate insult to come on as a sub and be subbed. And I think Fellaini has just achieved that. That goes into his little CV or whatever. And PSG is supposed to be after him. Just take a look at that. Like I say, the rings were getting run round it. But in fairness to Fellaini, they were running rings round Pogba, the lot of them. So it was a difficult game to come into. But Fellaini, he is the man. And hopefully he signs that contract, because we need more of these 7-minute cameos. They are fantastic. That was Fellaini Watch. As always, and throughout the video, get commenting, let me know what you thought of the 7-minute cameo. I'm sure there will be a few people, as there was last week. Some people say I'm too hard on Fellaini. Can you believe that? And I'm sure them same people will be back in the comment section saying, Kev, he was injured. But come on, have a sense of humour, man. It was still funny. It's still nice to see the big freak, the big bushy-haired nipple licker. Come on, like I say, even if it is for only 7 minutes. Next up, we're gonna get into a thing that I call Wanker of the Week. It explains itself. This week, I've got a top 3. Thanks to everyone that sent them in as well. Yours might have made it into the top 3. It's a strong 3 this week, so let's find out in a thing that we call Wanker of the Week. Wanker of the Week! Hailstoning now in Manchester. Weather cannot make its mind up. Whoever made that saying up? As if the weather has actually got a mind. Let's give him a bit of hailstone. No. Sun. Oh, let's just piss down all the time, because that's all that ever happens here. This is Wanker of the Week. It's the time when I select 3 I've done this week. So we will find out who the top one is this week. Big thanks to everyone who sent ones in this week. Loads of nominations. And yes, there was a few for me. Cheeky bastards. But the 3 that I've compiled are bigger wankers than me. So number 3, it's my mate, that German dickhead from Liverpool, the guy with all the big yellow teeth. Well, he's had them whitened now, actually. It's Jurgen Klopp. Now, for 2 reasons. Against Swansea, Liverpool were beaten 1-0. And Jurgen Klopp apologises after altercation with fan in Liverpool's defeat at Swansea. So basically somebody's giving him shit in the crowd, which is bob on. Fair play to the lad, or whoever it was. Might have been a woman. Jurgen Klopp obviously couldn't take it because Liverpool had got beat. So he's give it back. Yeah, he'd give it back. But because he's apologised, the FA and that, nothing will ever be heard of it. Now let's go back to the Mourinho anti-United agenda and anti-Mourinho agenda. Can you imagine if Mourinho in this same situation had gone up to a crowd and started giving somebody shit? I'm thinking the FA would have been on the phone. Jose would have been at the FA office. A cheese grater would have come out. They would have rubbed it along his ball bag for about 10 minutes. And then he would have been sent to prison for 26 years. Yeah, that's what happens. But these knobheads like Klopp, Wenger, Conte, you know, it's shown as passion. It's passion. But when Jose kicks a water bottle, oh, could have killed somebody with that. And then again, Jurgen Klopp. And you'll see the running theme now. Another defeat in the FA Cup, this time at Anfield, 3-2 against West Brom. Jurgen Klopp claims BT Sport decided on the length of stoppage time. So now he's saying that they've cut the stoppage time. If they would have had a bit more, they could have got a draw, replay, gone through. But now they're out. All avenues are closed. All roads are shut to success because they're not going to win the Champions League, the Premier League. They're out the EFL Cup. They're out the FA Cup. Typical Liverpool. They really are shit. Number 2. It has to be Martin Keown. And thanks everybody who sent me messages about this saying, some people said he just has to be in. Reason? No reason at all. But he was in it last week for all the shit that he gives Sanchez. Why would a player want to go to Manchester United over Manchester City? He was guaranteed a Premier League, you know, medal at City. So what? He's looked at the bigger picture. He's fought Man United, biggest club in the world. I'll have a bit of that. Stick your Premier League medal up your arse or go and win one with the Reds, man, next year. It's not happening this year. But Martin Keown and anybody that watched the Yeovil match, 4-0 we beat him, great game in the FA Cup. I know it was only Yeovil and that. Sanchez played about 70 minutes, clearly man of the match, head and shoulders above everybody, even the other United players constantly wanted to look for the ball and that. They had this knobhead commentating on that game after everything he said about Sanchez, and Keown, the bitterness that come over in his voice. And then they asked him about it. He stuck by his guns. Why would you want to go to United and all that? Keown is number 2 because he is a bitter Arsenal crater-faced bellend. And so we get to number 1. There can only be one. And this fella has been number 1 on quite a few occasions. Now, rival fans, Man City fans, will probably get on to me and say, Kev, this is terribly biased. You have got your red tinted specs on. Hear me out. Hear me out, brothers and sisters. Pep Guardiola says he can't spend big in every position as Man City agree 57 million deal for Laporte. Yeah? So he's come out with this a couple of days before they agreed a 57. That's a record fee for Man City for a defender and another defender. In fact, the 5 world transfer fees for defenders, 4 of them are Man City players. Number 1 is Van Dijk, 75 million. Yeah, we've got Laporte now, 57 million in at number 2. Benjamin Mendy, 51 million. Kyle Walker, 48 million. John Stones, 47.5 million. Mangala's in there, somewhere between 5 and 10. 42 million pounds. It's unbelievable, man. This deluded dickhead who's just spending his way to success. And I know people will get on at me and say whatever, but for Guardiola to say that, I mean, this is hypocrisy. What a hypocritical bastard to come out with this shit that, you know, he can't spend big in positions. He's spending a shitload of money. He's spent, what's that now? Nearly 300 million on a defence. 2 goalkeepers he's had. He bought one for 20 odd million and then thought, don't fancy this clown. And then went for Edison. He was about 30 odd million. He's spending big money. And again, I go back to the anti-Mourinho, anti-United agenda, right? City get away with spending all this money. There's never any mention of the famous City Academy. You know, Pep Guardiola's famous for bringing through all these top players at other clubs. Has he done it at City yet? No. But they can just go and sign Laporte for 57 million. And at the point of this video, they're in for Mahrez as well. I don't know whether that one's going to go through. But that's 60 million. You know, we missed out on Sanchez. He snubbed us. We'll go for him. But back to my point. 57 million for Laporte. Is that going to stifle a route into the team, the first team, for these quality youngsters in this City Academy? Yes. Will the press write about it? No. If it was Mourinho, would they? Yes. And in fact, this dickhead, Jamie Redknapp, has actually said that the signing of Sanchez will push Marcus Rashford out the door. Listen to this.
He probably just needs to go and, you know, play some football somewhere, and it is a shame, but that's modern day football, and that's why it's so hard for young English players to get, or British players, Irish players, whatever way you look at it, to get their opportunities. Yeah.
Jamie Redknapp saying that he thinks that Rashford should leave the club. Mourinho, look at when Paul Pogba got injured for 6 weeks. Yeah? Mourinho brought in McTominay. Now, fair play, and this is a man that don't produce or bring through, promote youth. We've got Lingard in the squad. We've got Rashford in the squad. Fosu Menzu's out on loan, but he's highly thought of as well. Chunazabayeri, or whatever he's called, he's got a looking in the first team. Who else have we got? There's loads of them that are coming through at this point, and Mourinho gets no, you know, there's no pat on the back. There's nothing in the press about it, how he's bringing through youth. All we hear is Pep Guardiola and what he did in the past. So what's going on? What is going on? I'll tell you. It's the United, anti-United agenda. And it happens all the time. And Mourinho's getting stick for it. Like I said, he's bringing through players and they're doing the business. And as a Mancunian, it's great to see players coming through. But don't start peddling that shit about Pep Guardiola going on about how he brings in youth players. He's spending money big time. And to me, it doesn't look like he's promoting youth. That's Wanker of the Week. Wanker of the Week. Yes, that was Wanker of the Week. Let me know again what you think. Was Pep Guardiola well deserved of that? I think he well is. And Man City in general, I mean, who did he think they are? It's later come out. I recorded that, like I say, a few days ago, the Wanker of the Week bit. But they didn't get Mahrez. And they went after him. They were willing to spend, what, 60 million on him? They were willing to spend 60 million on Sanchez, but he turned them down. But again, they must think, City, that by having this money and that and building this big stadium and that they can't fill, that all of a sudden they can just simply by announcing that they're after a player, you know, like Barca and Real Madrid do when they bully teams into like selling players, that all of a sudden everyone's going to be like, oh, you know, have him. You have him for 20 million if you want. Doesn't work like that. And again, Man City issue a statement to say that they pulled out of the race to sign him. Doesn't work like that, man. You know, you need a good bit of history behind you. You need to be a massive club. And I know you think you are a massive club. So, there you go anyway. And as always, we're going to end with your comments. Time for you, shower of bastards, to get your say. It can be on anything. I'm sure there'll be a mad mix of comments this week. So, again, get commenting because it's the only way that you could feature on the slowest growing Man United related YouTube channel. This is VanCam and this is your comments.
Come on, say it to me face, Steve, you shithouse.
Yes! This is the time. It's the part of the show where we do your comments, dealing with knobheads on a daily basis. Right, straight into the comments. It can be from anything. And like I say every week, Twitter, YouTube and all that. On the old YouTube, we had somebody called Mazbaz. They said, is there anything in the world I wouldn't masturbate to? Get off to a great start. How am I? What kind of a question is that? You dirty dog. Down with that sort of thing. Dino Zazo, liking that name, said, I'm new to VanCam. That's good. I'm Chilean, obviously Sanchez fan. I love your show, mate. You are funny as hell. Keep up the good work all the way from Houston, Texas. Go Man United. I told you, these videos, they're taking time to, you know, take off. But once it does, man, they're going viral. And great to have you on board. Love that, man. Oz Cortez said, Kev, I'm become a fan. I'm an Alexis fan and used to watch Arsenal Fan TV when Alexis was still with Arsenal. However, you, my friend, are a comedic genius. Looking forward to every week's post. Cheers, brother. Well, nice one. And how great that when we signed Sanchez, look at all the pluses, man. I get new subscribers because people are following Sanchez. And what a top signing that was. Ishua James said, another brilliant show, Kev. Love the channel. Keep it up. I will be sharing. Make sure you share the videos. I don't ask for much. I'm not asking for food, money, you know, widescreen tellies. But, I mean, if you've got one going spare, do let me know. But, no, I'm not asking for that. Just share the bastard video, yeah? Drop a like on it. How hard is that? Look, do it now. Unless a kung fu skill's gonna get whooped out on your ass. Hey! Zaid Barlett said, how Kev only has more than 1,000 subscribers is beyond me. The 5th day of the week is not Friday, but VanCam Day. Keep up the great work, Kev. The 5th day of the week is not Friday, but VanCam Day. Just, we'll change it now. It's not Friday, it's VanCam Day. Everybody should know that, and everyone should have this shit in their lives. Like somebody once said, what was it now? VanCam, it's not just a video, it's a lifestyle. And it is. Fair play. Daniel Lobach said, holy shit, Kev. What a show, mate. From the first to the last second, pure entertainment. The best thing was your explanation of our beloved crest. Simply hilarious. I did. And if you missed it, get onto last week's video and check out my explanation of our beloved crest. Or do you want me to do it again? So we've got the pirate ship. No. Check out the video from last week if you missed it. I'll explain it. It explains itself, really. Kev MUFC. How are you, sir? He said, he's coming with a joke. Check this one out. Arsenal last won the Premier League way back in 2004, and the Crazy Frog was #1 at the time. 14 years on, and he's still manager. Good one, that, mate. Little joke for you there, Kev. Feel free to use it on the show, mate. Just did. hopefully on this week when Tottenham did us, everybody else is just feeling a little bit happier. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Here for your entertainment. Try and cheer everyone up. Who's cheering me up? No one's cheering me up. All I get is a load of shit in the comments. Viking Red's the new regular. He's always like attacking the comment section. Loads of good quality stuff going in there. And Viking Red said, Kev! Capital letters. You might not have the quantity, but you have quality. Now that is a good point, that, sir. The one a lot of people do say, why don't you upload more videos and all that? But what I do prefer to do is when I send it out, you know, I want it to be a masterpiece. I put a lot, you know, a lot of effort into it through the week, believe it or not. You know, some people are knocking 5 or 6 videos out a week. God, I was going somewhere else with that then. A week, a day. People are constantly, you know, putting them out. I prefer to keep it. Who's that? Steve, what a dick. Yeah, but I just prefer to like put all my work into one a week, and at least when everybody knows that Friday is VanCam day. He said, I love this channel. Kev, you make this channel. Plus, I have just seen you playing cricket for England. Liam Plunkett. Gee, actually, that's not a bad lookalike. I think I'll have that one. Yeah. That's alright, that, Viking Red. Fair play, I'll have that one, but you're still going to get a cheeky bastard. Only because you're new to VanCam and you're sort of getting in the comment section, throwing them elbows about like Fellaini. There you go, you've got it. What a tune. That is it for today's show. All the different things are going to come up in the bottom of the screen. That's the Facebook page, @KevVanCam. Drop a like on that. Make sure you share the videos on that as well, so people in the Facebook community, which I'm not a huge fan of, but at least somebody new might go, oh, this is all right. You can email me as well. That'll be at the bottom, kevinashford7@gmail.com. And up in the corner up here, we've got all the Twitter, Instagram, Tinder, plenty of fish, you know, all that shit. @KevinAshford7 if you want to go and drop me a message on that. Get loads of messages. Like I said, it's becoming a full-time job trying to get through them. I appreciate everything. This weekend we are playing Huddersfield. Yeah, what do you need to know about that? Let's just get the iPad out. Did make a few notes, brief notes. Anywhere we're Huddersfield, aerial threat, possession, defensively shit. Huddersfield are shit, and that's what the Jose iPad's telling me. And we should be winning this. We need to get back in the winning groove, because that against Tottenham was just not good enough. It was embarrassing, and yeah, we just need to get back to winning ways, for Christ's sake. And if we can't do it against Huddersfield, we just don't deserve to be even playing football on the hallowed turf at Old Trafford. Have a top weekend, drink in moderation, and like I always say, you know, don't do anything I won't do, which means go mental, go absolutely chicken oriental. And for United at the weekend at home, Christ, we got to win this one. Come on, United! Hey! Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am.